Everyone always says that there were no signs, and that they didn't see it coming. I don't think that's true. I just think people weren't paying attention. Or maybe we didn't know what we were supposed to be looking for.
He didn't just pick someone at random. He had been watching her for a while. You don't just show up like that without knowing someone's routine, where they go, when they leave, when they're alone. That kind of thing takes time. It's deliberate.
From what we understand, she couldn't leave. The doors were secured, the windows were completely inaccessible. All signs pointed to the idea that she was trapped. At least initially. She didn't really fight him, at least not from what we could tell. No yelling, no obvious struggle. She just kept quiet and watched and adjusted.
At some point, things changed. It wasn't fear anymore. They'd sit together, they'd eat together. It honestly seemed like they started to get along with each other.
I didn't really think about it at the time, but I just kept seeing him more and more. He was never doing anything, just there, waiting, and keeping his distance. Mostly he'd sit in his car, sometimes stand across the street, but he never approached her, never said anything, just stood there. Like he didn't want to be noticed.
She was always very quiet, kept to herself a lot. Not in a bad way. She was just very private. I mean, we all thought she was nice, but also hard to read. We never really knew what she was thinking. Which, looking back, stands out more now.
Nothing about her life suggested that something like this would happen to her. It was normal. She had a routine. She stuck to it, which I guess made it easy for someone to follow her. He was found inside the house. There was no sign of forced entry and no sign that anyone else had been there. Just the two of them, which really narrows things down to suicide or murder. At first, it looked straightforward. A bad situation that escalated and something got out of control. That's what we typically see in cases like this. It fit the pattern.
Everyone in the neighborhood thought it was self-defense. Given everything we knew, that was the easiest explanation, the one that made the most sense. She was taken, she was trapped. Of course she fought back. That's what everyone thought.
But her behavior stood out. She didn't seem shaken up at all. Not like you'd expect. She was calm, quiet, and composed. Almost like she already processed it. Details didn't match the story. Timing didn't line up. Certain actions just didn't make sense if it was spontaneous. The more we looked at it, the less it felt like a reaction.
He kept a detailed journal of every time he saw her, what she was doing, what she was wearing, and the last line was always, "She doesn't notice me."
That's when everything changed. When we realized how truly intentional everything was. It wasn't random or impulsive at all. There was a pattern, a build-up, and a sequence of decisions. When we went back through every moment and every interaction, it started to look different. Like she wasn't adapting to the situation, but she was preparing for something.
No one expected her to be capable of something like that. Not her. She didn't seem like that kind of person. She wasn't aggressive or angry, at least not in front of anyone, which is probably why no one questioned it sooner. We trusted her.
He wasn't perfect by any means. Everyone in the neighborhood knew that. He kept to himself. He did strange things. Still, he didn't deserve to have that happen to him. No one deserves that.
People thought this was about survival, that she reacted in the moment, but that's not what evidence shows. She waited, and when the moment was right, she acted.